Great morning, and welcome to today, where all of your dreams have the possibility of coming true when you believe, when you truly believe everything is possible. Always setting my intention. It's to uplift, empower, and encourage. And if my words do that for you, then right on. This intention of my podcast really is to apply the practical application of life and the things that come up for us. And the thing that came up for me this morning was resistance. Resistance. And what does that mean? Well, I had this idea that it was like pushing against a brick wall. And you can really try this literally because I'm a practical person. And you push against a wall. Does the brick wall move? That's resistance. That's when you're pushing against life force. That's when you're pushing against something that you don't want. And my thought is, rather than pushing for what you don't want, turn away from that wall and focus on what you do want. Because what you don't want is always going to be there. You're always going to get opportunities to choose the things that you desire in your life. But I think that sometimes what happens with resistance is that we allow that what we don't want to consume us to the point where we're almost paralyzed. And how do you get out of that? Well, you stop pushing. That's just silly. And when you stop pushing, it's like, you know what? I'm going to continue to focus on what I want. And when you focus on what you want, then more of what you want continues to show up. And it will begin to show up even faster when you continue to practice non-resistance. I'm talking to you, but I'm only always talking to myself because this is a practice that I do daily. When I'm finding myself feeling resistance against something, I stop and I say, what is it? Why are you pushing? Go back to what you want. And I know what I want. I want to feel good. Everybody wants to feel good. I want to feel joy. I want to feel happiness. And all of that comes out to, I want to feel love. That's what it equals to. It's love. We all want to feel that love. And love is in everything and in everyone. But we have that practice in our head that we think love is, or, you gotta push back on things. And you really just don't. I think that what happens is that ego gets in the way. And the ego the ego wants to fight. The ego wants to, I don't want to push this wall anyway. And that's that ego. And if you flow with that and roll with that, then you're getting out of it what you're putting into it. And as Dr. Phil says, how's that working out for you? So decide today that you're going to practice non-resistance. Catch yourself when you've said something or done something. And it can be like an inside thing for you. And when you find yourself doing it, stop and think, what the heck am I doing? I mean, really look at it. And do that throughout the day today. I do it throughout my life because I'm always on a mission to give up what I think I have to hold on to allow what I want to flow through me and to me. That's getting my ego out of the way. And once you surrender everything, life begins to work for you. And I think that the other part of that, the reason why we resist is out of fear. We hold on because we are afraid that, oh my God, what am I going to do if this doesn't work? And, we start in our head, we do this little mind game with ourselves of not being enough or not having enough. And you are enough, and you have enough, and you'll always have enough when you stop the resistance. So on that note, I am going to read our affirmation for the day, which is from the book I Am the Way by Jack and Cordelia Addington. And like I say, I always just open up to a random page and I see what is the thought for today. And it's crazy because it's always relevant. So my thought that came up for us today is, I am letting go of guilt and letting God's grace heal my troubled spirit. going to read that again. I am letting go of guilt and letting God's grace heal my troubled spirit. Wow, that's pretty deep. So go on and dream. Dream big, dream long, dream, dream, dream. And remember, life is good. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.